The OKC Thunder look like the NBA's next great young team. Every season in the league, a new young team approaches. In recent times, it's been the Sacramento Kings, Memphis Grizzlies, or even Atlanta Hawks. This year, one of them was OKC. They look like they have all the pieces to be great. Shea, Giddey, Chet, and many more. How's it going, my friend? I'm Alexander from Load Management Media, and let's talk about it. The OKC Thunder were a team this year that really had no expectations. Most people had them finishing near the bottom of the NBA and the bottom of the Western Conference, but that's definitely not what happened. This season, the OKC Thunder finished with a record of 40-42, surprising everyone, which landed them the 10th seed in the West and a play-in berth versus the New Orleans Pelicans. OKC was able to go in and beat the Pels on their home floor, 123-118, but they did lose their second game in the play-in versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, 120-95. The Thunder have a lot to be proud of for the way that they played this season, but they also have a lot to be proud of moving forward because they have a surefire franchise player, and that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea was really just unbelievable this year. This year, Shea averaged 31 points, 5.5 assists, and 5 rebounds, shooting 51% from the field and 35% from 3. He was also a first-time All-Star this season and earned first-team All-NBA honors. Shea is really just so good. He's a big dynamic guard, has great handles, and probably finishes near the bucket better than any guard in the entire NBA. He's got a super good mid-range game as well. He can create his shot in there, and he's a really underrated playmaker as well. There's really no holes in his game other than the fact that he's not a super proficient three-point shooter, but he gets the job done. And he has a game that can translate super well to the playoffs as a number one option, since he can get to the rim whenever he wants, but he can also pull up and score in the mid-range as well. But outside of Shea, the Thunder really have the exact blueprint for a team that can win a lot of games in the NBA. When you look at the NBA over the last few years, all the best teams have guys with great size, and they have 3 or 4 guys who can do many things on the NBA court. And to put it simply, the Thunder fill that mold better than probably any other young team in the NBA. The Thunder have 4 guys who can legitimately all score, handle, and play make with the ball in their hands. Guys like Shea, of course, jdub, Giddey, and Chet. I mean, we're not sure exactly what Chet's going to be able to do, but looking off his high school stuff and what he showed in college, he's going to be really, really good. And even better, or most importantly probably, they can all defend too, which is something that you just need in the NBA. And that's why I think this Thunder team can contend and win games probably a lot earlier than you thought they would. When we were looking back at them a few seasons ago, everything was looking kind of bleak and it didn't really seem like they had a plan. I was really skeptical of where they were going, but seems like Sam Presti's got it all figured out, as he pretty much does all the time. And they can contend because, well, they've got a great roster, and also who knows what's going on in the West this year. The West is once again wide open, with seemingly no guaranteed guys at the top other than Denver. It looks like there's going to be a lot of movement around the league this summer as well, but OKC has put itself in a super nice spot. I still think the Thunder are missing one more key starting piece, somebody that can maybe play the center next to Chet while he plays the power forward, or maybe another bigger wing that can play the power forward a little bit. Somebody like OG Anunoby is a name that's been thrown around, but I guess honestly, when has OG Anunoby not been offered to a team? So I don't know, but he'd be a great fit there for him. They also need to tighten their bench rotation a bit and get rid of some of these loose end guys that have been just filling up some minutes while they've been trying to rebuild a little bit. They also have draft picks that are pretty much seemingly coming from nowhere, and they just snap their fingers and they get them. So they still have a ton left, and now might be the perfect time for them to package them up into a deal with a star that could really benefit them now and possibly in the future for a long time as well. OKC is looking scary for the future, I have to say. They could be the NBA's next great young team for years to come, and they will undoubtedly start to contend much sooner than you thought. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see some more consistent, original content talking about everything there is to talk about in the NBA world, then this is the place for you. I'll be putting out at least one new piece of NBA content a week, so if that interests you, consider hitting a like and a sub. Comment down below what you think of the OKC Thunder and their future, and as always, stay rested. See you in the next one.